ready to go? Everybody rolling? Yes? Yes, sir. Okay, Coach, take a statement. Take questions.
Thank y'all for being here first and foremost. Appreciate y'all being here. I always appreciate y'all covering us. We got beat by a better football team. I mean, I can sit up here and talk for 30 minutes, but that's the truth. I thought we lost the game in the second quarter. Or late in the first, started tied. We went for it on 4th and 1. If I had to do it again, I'd do it again. They got us. They beat us. And next thing I knew, I looked up, it's 35-7. And we were struggling. I like how our guys responded in the second half. I feel like that was probably the best team we've played since maybe Clemson early in 2016. I mean, that's a quality team. Brian Harson's done a great job. They were ready to play. Thought their quarterback played lights out. I knew they were going to be – I told y'all Monday, I said they're going to be good at wideout, and they were good at wideout. We're going to be fine. I told our football team it's never okay to lose. And if it doesn't hurt, then you're not invested. But I know we are because how we responded in the second half. I thought we played physical. I thought we played hard in the second half. You had 2 fumbles that went for touchdowns, which I don't know if I've ever seen in my coaching career offensively. But we had 2 fumbles that went right immediately for touchdowns, which is crazy. We've got a starting point. We got to get better. But I do think we're going to be fine. It's never okay to lose, never. But I'm not sure this football team didn't need to get hit in the mouth. And it got hit in the mouth. They got hit in the mouth in a big way. So we're going to find out if this We Fight deal is just something we put on T-shirts and hashtag it up, or if it's for real. And I'm probably in the corner that it's for real. And our kids' backs against the wall, we're going to come out fighting. And we just got to get better. I think if you look at it, there's going to be some discipline things. There's going to be some attention to detail things. There's some poor communication. We got exposed in the secondary and in the offensive line. I think a lot of it had to do with communication. So we got to get those corrected, and we'll be ready to go. So with that, I'll open it up to questions. I thought our kid played good, Jeremy. I mean, hell, he's 20 of 29. This interception is a complete fallacy of how we do stats. All right, I'll just tell you, I think Adam talked about it the other day. I mean, he threw a catchable ball, and the ball bounces off the receiver hands because we missed a block, and it counts as a fumble. So, I mean, he goes 20 of 28 if you do it that way, 21 of 28 for 211 yards, ran around, I thought he did really well. So, no, I don't think it had anything to do with the experience level. I think it had to do with they played better. And I'm not trying to be nasty. I don't mean for that to sound nasty. If I did, I apologize. So I apologize. I'm not. But I'm trying to take up for Caleb in the fact that I thought he handled first-time start against a great defense, not a good defense. I think they have the potential to be a great defense. I thought he handled himself well. I think Brett Rippon is a really good player. The way he played against us last year, that doesn't, which I know you watch, but that's not who he was. And I think he wanted to prove a point. And here's the thing. They did a great job schematically emptying the backfield and getting some matchups against some of our safeties, and they did it on 3rd down. And we couldn't get off the field for the entire first half. And obviously you're going to struggle when that happens.
Do you think you were prepared as well as your coaching staff prepared as far as what they threw at you?
In what essence are you asking?
Well,
what did you – what
do you think that you, along with your coaching staff, were prepared to deal with their offense
well, if you look at the stats, probably say no. you know what I mean? Like 57 plays, 416 yards. I think tonight proves what a wasted stat possession time is. We had the ball for 34 minutes. You know what I mean? And in retrospect, here's the thing: is they played well. They were ready to go. And if you look at over the course of this run they've been on, they've always played good in the season openers. They didn't play great against us last year. I don't think they did anything that we didn't expect. We just didn't handle very well. Did we coach as good as we needed to? Absolutely not. Did we play as good as we needed to? Absolutely not. Do we have to own that? Absolutely. We got to get better. And we have a starting point. It wasn't good enough. We're going to line up and play Florida A&M next week.
I know you have to wait until you watch the film and everything, but just immediate reaction. What was the biggest difference you saw in the receiving core and the secondary, kind of the mismatch thing?
Yeah, I thought they did some good things schematically. I thought I didn't think we broke on the ball very good. and we didn't win very many 50-50 balls. You know, and honestly, I mean, what we saw here is, you know, our receivers had success as well. You know, so we've got to be humbled a little bit in the secondary. I think we got really good players. You know, and I think they're made of the right things. I think they'll respond, Justin, but they did a good job. They won almost every one of the 50-50 balls, meaning two guys go up and their guy came down with it. And we got to do a better job of probably getting our better cover guys on some of the better wideouts too. Yeah, I think he's fine. I think he just got scared early, you know. But he's I haven't talked to Allison yet, but I feel good. I feel he was in the locker room, talked to him, and I think he's going to be fine. Yeah.
What were some positives you could take from tonight's contest?
I thought we fought in the second half. You know, I challenged him in the locker room. I thought we were a little shell-shocked in the second quarter there, and but I thought we fought in the second half. Jeremy, you got to ask another question, man, because I feel bad. I wasn't like trying to be short with you. I wasn't trying to be short with you at all. So ask another one, because I didn't mean that.
Well, other than it was kind of a slow start maybe for your offense. Were you trying to ease?
Yeah, but I thought we were tight. You know, we had the first play of the game. We had set up what we wanted to have set up. And from my vantage point, I get kind of down in the opposite end. I couldn't tell if we dropped it or if it wasn't a very good pass. And then the second down play, we had a misread at running back, and then we got in a third and long. And those guys are good on third and downs now. I mean, they've been good. They weren't as good last year statistically, but they've been good on third downs for a long time. And then the second series of the game, we were just a little jumpy. We were a little on edge. You know, we got the big turnover. And then we were able to score to tie it up. And I thought we settled down. You know, it's crazy to say when you get beat as bad, and y'all probably question this as too. But I thought I saw some real bright spots offensively tonight. Not only from Caleb, I thought Sawyer did a couple good things as well. We got to find a running back to lean on. You know, I think we're trying this by committee deal, and we've got to set on one guy just so they can get in a rhythm probably. You know, Jabir Fry did some nice things. I thought our receivers, DeAndre Douglas, showed up tonight. We got to do a better job of getting Damian Willis involved. That's something he didn't get enough touches.
What about Henderson? You're talking about running backs. You didn't mention his name. Were you disappointed in his performance?
No. I just thought, I thought he did some decent things. I think we got to figure out. We got to probably narrow that rotation down a little bit. And I think for a running back, you probably have to get in a rhythm. It's very similar at quarterback. You need to get into a rhythm, and I don't know if we allowed any of those guys to get in a rhythm tonight. I don't really want – Caleb's going to run the football, but I don't want him to necessarily be our leading rusher.
You played Boise now the past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I went to, and I know that's kind of the benchmark program for a group of fives. What were your takeaways from 2 losses in the series?
That's a good question. I thought last year we had some chances to win the game. I knew they didn't play particularly well. I was more frustrated how we played last year offensively than I am tonight, just because we had some veterans. And I thought special teams wise, we didn't play real hard. I thought special teams wise, we did some better things. We had to use a timeout in the first half, which shouldn't happen. But I felt like that our coverage teams were really good tonight. That was year one. I thought we had a chance to win at their place. Tonight, we were never in the game after the second quarter. We cut it to either 26, 28 there, and had the ball. And I thought we were going to try to take a shot play, and we gave up the sack fumble. We're not there yet. That's what this game's about. I mean, I think we're closer than what the final score indicated. Now that doesn't matter. But we're closer than what the final score indicated, just because you have two sack fumbles, one sack fumble, one other fumble that went immediately for touchdown. Then we fumbled in the red zone there at the end of the game. So I don't think the separation's quite as big as it showed in the second quarter. But I do think that we've got to narrow the gap. They've done a good job. They've been doing this now for 10+ years. So
High scoring offense since 2001.
and won the most games, I think, FBS games. So we got a ways to go. Like I said, I'm not discouraged by how we played. As far as effort-wise, we just didn't execute. You know, we would have had to play really at a high level to win the game, and we didn't do that. Anybody else? All right. Thank y'all. Appreciate you being here.